know, I love this business. I love watching our people having the great success. Sean, give me that shipments there. You went over them.
Yep.
Just the volume, the personal sales of shipment.
Personal.
Yeah. I started listening to this, and I was looking at this sheet this morning, and I'm saying, "Oh my God! How many people shipped over $25,000? Probably more than any month in a while. Up to 90, 70, 65, 55, 52, 45, 40. Wow! Think of those numbers, guys. If you ship 25,000, you probably made $8,000. $8,000. Do you realize what that means? It's over $100,000 a year. And then some of these people are making $150,000, $160,000 a year. What does that mean? How many people want to make that kind of money? Not easy. It's a dream. So let's talk about Carico's opportunity. You've heard the volume shipped, amazing month. Now, I sat back and said, why is it that this month skyrocketed? Did great. We were up 25, 30% over last month. How did that happen? I think I know. Do you know why? Because today was the last day of the trip. And everybody needed 10, I needed 8, I needed 20, I needed 50, I needed 30, I needed to qualify, I needed. And there was an urgency. Without an urgency, we don't perform. So the urgency, because the end of the contest, really made it happen. It's amazing what can happen when you put your mind to it. You know, I've seen people, everyone, Aniela, she's very upset. She only had $94,644 in total gross business. $94,000. So why is she upset? Because she wanted to ship 100. And she missed it by $6,000. I've had so many people have amazing months. And here's the fact. Never, ever has someone had this amazing month by accident. Never. They decide way in advance, this month I'm going to ship 60,000, 50,000, 80,000, 100,000. And then they work to that commitment. I'm going to talk about working properly today. In today's meeting, if you listen, take a few notes. Not going to be a long meeting today. I've got an announcement. We're going to announce some exciting things today. But this could have a major impact. If you listen today and say, now, by the way, don't expect any magic formula. If you're waiting for the magic formula that's going to turn you around, there is none. It's the basics that's going to make it happen. There's no magic to this business. There is no magic. You don't just let things happen. You make them happen. It's amazing what can happen when you put your mind to it. And today's meeting could have an impact on your daily activity. We need to start putting a value on our time and making each and every day count. Every day. You know, some people have good days, good weeks, bad weeks, slow starts, good starts. And that is something you control. Here's the number one mistake that people make. What do you think it is? Number one mistake. Tell you what it is. They wake up in the morning and say, what am I gonna do today? That's depressing. If you know exactly what your plan is before you go to sleep and it's written down on a plan, I must be here, I must do this, here's my plan, you will accomplish it. But if you wake up and you have no plan, you will also have a lousy day. Not only will you have a lousy day, you'll be frustrated all day. I have so much to do, I don't know where to start. What am I gonna do? I need to get let me think what I'm gonna do. And then when it wakes up, it goes, I have a meeting in the morning at 8:30. Actually, I'm going to the gym at 7. I'm coming home, take a shower. At 9 o'clock, I'm going to be at the office. And then I'm telling so-and-so, work with so-and-so. I'm going out in the field. I'm coming back to the office. I'm running an interview the afternoon. And then that evening, I'm taking this new guy out to work with me. And by the way, he's going to be at the interview with me because to be very positive, I'm going to start training him right now to be an interviewer or a manager. Really? Let me ask you a question. If you did that, would it have a positive impact? You came in with energy. So I want to work out. Go to the gym. What do you want to do? I have a family. Plan your work around your family. Yesterday, I talked to Alejandra. She really impresses me. I'm talking to her, and I said, how is the baby? She says she's right here with me on the demonstration. She sits right next to me when I demonstrate. So here's a girl with a newly born baby, and she's having excellent months, and running a group, and managing an office, all with the baby. So she didn't use the baby as an excuse. She used it as a motivator. Now, I can tell you one thing. If you came to my house with your baby, and you were I couldn't possibly not buy from you. I'd go, what can I do to help you? I want to help you. So you look and say, wow. So anyone that wants it can make it happen. Super successful people have a plan, and I'm sure Alejandra has plans each day and what she's going to do. Do to the baby, do this, do that, go to the office, put on presentations, follow up on her prospects, service customers, because she wants to be successful. It was a joy speaking with her. Do you know what you're going to do today? Well, a lot of people are, well, Friday I went to the meeting, I'm tired. Oh yeah, from sitting or listening? Tired. Friday is your best selling day. TGIF. Do you know why? People feel a little rich. They got their paycheck. There's money in the account. They're excited. They're not broke. Friday, I never miss sales. Saturday, always. He works every Saturday. I never missed a Saturday in my life. When I'm in the field, never. Why? I get 3 presentations or 4 on a Saturday. Saturday was date night for me. I would take my wife out anywhere she wanted Saturday night after I came home, and it could be 5, 6, 7 o'clock when I got home. And I'd be at the house 8:30 in the morning. You say you worked like 11 hours? Yeah. Made 3 sales on a Saturday, 2 sales on a Saturday. You made 2 sales on a Saturday? Yeah. What'd you? I earned $800,000 today. I can now enjoy my evening. I have money. I feel good. Now, I didn't work 7 days. I have to say that. I worked 6. My mother never let me work on Sunday. She said it was God's day. So every Sunday, I'd spend with my family and the children. We'd go pray in the park, or we'd go to the beach, or we'd go to a zoo. We'd do something for the family on Sunday. Saturday was work day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were work days. Saturday was my best day. You say, Mr. Campanella, you really like people to work? I go, depends. Try to put 40 hours actually working, I dare you. Put 50 hours. He said, if I put 50 hours, what would it mean? It would mean you would be rich. There's no way to put 50 well-planned hours or 40 hours in this business and not make a lot of money. So the question is, here's the biggest question. How badly do you want what you want? What is it you want and how badly do you want it? Obviously, everyone wanted to go on the trip, and last month they qualified, and they had a great month. Now, make sure that when you go to sleep at night, now, I sleep with a pad. I'm at the computers and the iPhone. I like writing it down. I like paper. See, I like this. In my notes, what I got to do. What am I going to do today? I know exactly what I'm doing today. I have a 12 o'clock meeting, and I know exactly 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know exactly. And those of you who know, I'm always working 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Why? Because the more energy I put out, the more results we get. Forming winning habits. Habits, forming winning habits. Prospecting every day. Are you adding prospects to your file every day? There is nothing more exciting for a salesperson than 4 or 5 real hot leads. Am I right? I got 5. These are sales. I just got to get in there. 5. I got 5 sales here, and I got more prospects. Oh my God! I got my month and my week all set. I can tell you that Thelma, when she has $100,000 or $80,000 or $60,000 month, it is not an accident. Now, don't make excuses. Prospecting every day. More prospects, more results. We all agree? If you have more people to see. Now, where do you appear? I get people everywhere. In the gas station, in the store, everywhere. Every time I see somebody, hi, how are you? Wow, I love your car. Up, 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 up. You're talking to them. It's conversation. Hey, guess what? I'm going to drop something off here. Up, up. Or I'm sponsoring them. Or I'm getting a name for a prospect. Our business doesn't have hours. The hours are how hungry you are. How hungry are you? How badly do you want it? How badly? Let's talk about hourlies. We do not get paid by the hour. We get paid by results. Yes? We don't get paid by the hour. We get paid by results. But the more hours you put in, the more results you will have. Now, if you really stop and think about it, and you break it down, you say, actually, in the fail, I put in 20 hours. And in those 20 hours, I sold $8,000. That's $1,600, $1,800 in commissions. If I take that $1,800, I said, well, then I'm making $80 an hour. $70. If you break it down to what you make per hour for actual activity of trying to sell, it'll blow your mind. You can make 70, 80, 100, 120. Here's the question. What is the minimum you will allow yourself to do today? The minimum. You have it written down. If you don't, start writing it down now. What is the minimum you're going to allow yourself to do tomorrow? What is the minimum you're going to allow yourself to ship this week? Because I got some news for you. Our contest is going to be based on weekly volume, not monthly volume. Consistency is going to determine the level you qualify at. So what? Yep, it's going to be totally different. I got it right here, and I'm going to give it to you in a little while. But the success, your success and failure will happen one day at a time. One day at a time, and 1 week at a time. You control that. Can you control what's going to happen this week, starting today? Week's already started. We ended it yesterday. Today is our first day of the week for sales and shipment. So what's my week going to be? Well, I'm going to put on 10 demonstrations this week. That I will kill for that. Now, I'd like to know how many demonstrations our top sellers are putting in. I assure you that Anna's putting on 12, 13, 14 demonstrations. I can assure you that Thelma's talking to 15, 20 people every week, prospects, working them, selling them, demonstrating them. That's how you have high volume. Number of people you see, number of sales you make. Now, you succeed or fail one day at a time. Stop looking at this year, this day, today, tomorrow, next day, next week. Is that important? You determine your success one day at a time. And like I said, it should include prospecting, sales presentations, meeting with your people. What do you mean? Drill for skills. I sat down, you're having a problem, you missed a sale, let's talk about closing. So now I bring my group in. I don't care if we sit on the floor in my, I didn't care if I didn't have, let's talk about closing. Let's talk about prospecting. Let's talk about your last presentation. What would you have done differently? Do you know that I would do something like this with a person and say, go back and try this? They'd go back to the customer that they didn't make a sale and end up saying, oh, Mr. Capodanno, you were right. I sold them. I got to talk about the first call special, or I didn't give them the extra gift. And I did exactly what you said, and guess what? It worked. So the people around you are listening as well. Sponsoring should be like breathing. Why? Sponsoring and leadership is the best part of our business. Now let's talk about leadership and management. I don't like the word managing. You cannot manage someone's success. You can teach them. You can set the example of what success is, but you can't manage their success. We can motivate them to success. You can get competition to motivate them to go to work. You can manage their activity every day by looking at what they're doing, what their plan is, taking what I'm saying today and passing it down and making sure your people are doing the same thing. Management, I want you to think about this. Management is like an investment account. You say, what do you mean it's an investment account? When you invest money, it compounds and grows year after year, doesn't it? So when you sponsor somebody and you train them properly, and they're going to be here for the next 10, 15, 20 years or more, think about the income. Now I want you to think. If this person ended up making you $1,000 a month, how much money would they make you? I'll tell you, if you put the $1,000 a month they made you into an investment account at 9 or 10%, put it in a bond or something that's bringing good income, at the end of 20 years, you have $1 million. So one person, one, can make you a millionaire. What? 10 can make you really rich. 5, 8. Share the opportunity. Now, interesting. If you think about this as an investment and it generates income for years to come, how many people would like to have an Anna Ayala or Giovanni Cabrera? Or, I'm looking at somebody here, Rentis. I wouldn't mind sponsoring Rentis. $55,000, so he shipped and CPO'd 40,000. I made 9% on 49 and 8. That's $3,600. I'd wash his car for him and make sure he's dressed when he goes to work. I'd go out and clean his samples for him. Think about that. That's what most people are making a month, and he's getting in an override for someone making an override on him. Oh my God. Hector Gomez, a great job this month, Hector. Boy, oh boy, I wish I had him in my group. Because he would have made me $3,000. If I sponsored him and managed him, I'd make me $3,000 this month. $3,000, guys. I'm trying to get this. Selimar, you sponsored Selimar and you got the override Selimar. Guess what? $3,000 or more overrides. Oh, you know, I was thinking about the sales they could get me that I could go on their demonstration. Oh no, I'm not. I'm looking at the person. I call them my $1 million babies. One of them could be your $1 million baby. Wow. Start thinking this way. Now, I know, I can see right now, because I'm looking at your faces, I can see some people going, shit, man, that's interesting. I wasn't thinking like that, but, man, oh, he's right. I didn't realize the opportunity for long-term income. Now, number one. Number two, you know what else happens? I become better. Why? Because if I'm going to work with somebody, I'm going to be sharper, my sample's going to be clean, I'm going to start early, I'm going to end up late, and then I'm going to do a napkin talk with him and motivate him. And then I'm going to call my people. You say, Mr. Capadonna, you work like that? Yes. Yes. That's what changes your life. It's not an accident. Not an accident. I could probably say, with the exception of a handful of people, I put more energy and more time in this business than most of you, and I don't need the money. You say, oh, raking money from Mr. Capadonna. I don't need the money, guys. I figured this out a long time ago. I was a millionaire at 27 when $1 million was worth $10–15 million today. How'd you do it? Like what I'm telling you right now. What I did was this, putting each day, every day counted. I sold on Thanksgiving. I sold on 4th of July. I never sold on Christmas. But I sold the day after Christmas, and the day after that, and the day after that, because Christmas and New Year is my best-selling week. So, Mr. Capadonna, you're a little crazy. Yes, I am. I'm also very rich. Follow me. If you want to be like somebody, you want to be successful like that person, follow them. Do what they did. So you work? Yes, and I intend to work forever. I can't even imagine not being part of this and working. Can't even conceive it in my wildest imagination. This is a dream, this company. And my dream today is to help all of you make your dreams come true. How badly do you want it? Now, we're going to talk about the European cruise qualifications ended today. Yes? Over. Adios. Ciao. But the start of an amazing, I don't even want to call it a convention, because where we're going is amazing. It's a brand new place. It's brand spanking new. And it is amazing. Would you like to know where we're going to go? Yes?
Yes.
All right. You'll have to wait a minute. Because what I'm going to do is tell you what we did different this time that's going to change the way you work. This contest is 15 weeks. And there's four different ways that you're going to be able to qualify. Salespeople have personal sales qualifications. You can show this if you'd like to. Put up on the screen. You have one? Sean, you have one handy? Of these?
No, he doesn't have it on the screen.
Well, you can put it on the camera here, can't you? Or no? Can you do two cameras? See if Sean has it. All right, let's talk about personal salespeople. This contest is 15 weeks. 15 weeks. So there are 15 weekly qualifications. It's no more monthly qualification. It is week by week. What you ship per week will determine how many dollars you're getting toward the convention. The convention needs $2,000 for one. It's supposed to be $4,000 for two, but I adjusted it and made it $3,600 this morning for two. The convention cost us over $2,200 per person. Trust me, with the food and everything else, $2,200 per person. It's a high-end place. A salesperson sells 1,000, they get $100 in a week. A consultant, I'm talking about consultant. They sell consultant. $1,500, they get $200. $2,000, they get $300. Each week they do $3,000, they get $500. If they do $3,500, they get $600. That's per week. Per week. So if you really think about it, for a new person, well, I'm looking at this and going, am I crazy? All right, it is what it is, and you'll qualify in the category that you started. However, the new consultant will also get $300 if they sponsor somebody. Now, if they buy their sample case, they will get $300, so new consultant toward their trip. Consultant who sponsors someone who sells $1,000 earns another $100. When they get promoted, they earn another $100 to assistant manager and district manager, which means if you sponsor someone that invests in their samples and becomes a district manager, 3, 4, 5, you earn $600 of the $2,000. Means if you sponsored 3 of them, $1,800. You almost qualified just by sponsoring 3 people and help them become a district manager. You see the emphasis put on sponsoring, guys? And weekly. So the numbers are low. However, I want you all to be at convention. Assistant manager, but don't take it too easy because each week stands alone by shipments. Assistant managers has the same thing in sponsoring, but $1,500 shipped in a week gives them $100, $2,000, $200, $2,500, $300, $3,400, $3,500, $500, and if you ship over $4,000, you get $600. Wow, am I giving this away? Well, it's printed, so it's locked in. Jerry, I think we're going to have some people sponsoring and building, Jerry. Okay? Now, district managers, for every $2,000 they ship in a week, they get $100. For every $3,000 they ship in a week, they get $200. $4,003, $5,004, $6,005, $7,006. Wow. This gets interesting, doesn't it? What does this mean? This means you must go to work each week, and consistent is what I'm trying to build. Now, so you understand what I did here, I want consistent weeks. I don't want, you know, the most amazing thing to me is this week might have been a bad week because it's end of month, I've qualified for my trip, I got to lay back and rest and take the rest of the week off. That's what losers do. Winners don't do that. Losers do that. So you say, no, I got to get started because the contest is started. I got to go out and ship $7,000, $8,000, $5,000 this week. This week. Francisco, can you do that? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Francisco, this is amazing. Everybody here. But I'll tell you what it's got to do. Bernard, you're going to have to get consistent every week shipping. Yeah, oh my God, you mean you want me working every week? Yeah. Can you do it, guys? So each and every week stands alone. You have 15 contests. And the rest of the emphasis is all put on management and sponsoring and teaching and promoting people. Our goal is to have more people, new people at convention than we have in years. But it starts today. Started yesterday. Actually, you have orders pending. They already count because it'll be by shipments. Yeah. So now a district manager sponsors somebody, still gets the $100 when he sells 1,000. If he does it himself, a district manager that sponsors himself gets $200. And a district manager who sponsors someone gets approached, he gets another $200. And then he can sell to sponsors who purchase a sample case, he'll earn $200. And then he can sell who's sponsored a qualifies convention, earns you another $100. So I want you to think, if you're a district manager, you'll get 100, 200, 200, 200, and 100. It's 2, 4, 6, 7, $800 from one person. That becomes a district manager and goes to convention and bought his samples. How many people see where the emphasis is being placed? Jerry, you like that? You sponsor, you build, you develop new people.
I can't.
What's that? Okay. So here's the top 5 point getters will end up in a beautiful corner suite. Now, this corner suite's going to be beautiful because you know where we're going, right? No, I didn't tell you yet. Guys, you will all have this posted today so you can all get your qualifications. Puerto Rico, you'll have them down in Puerto Rico on Monday. I know you're going to have a party on Saturday, but you better make sure you make a sale or two before the party because it's counting for the convention. So you don't, today, you say, I'm going to work today, I'm going to work tomorrow morning, I'm going to work on Sunday, I'm taking off Saturday, I'm going to work Sunday, I'm going to make some sales on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday because I want to make sure I ship $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for the week, not the month, the week. 15 contests in one. Now, so the people are not strong personal sales, you better be training and teaching and sponsoring and managing and developing new people. So you'll get credit for selling, you'll get credit for managing and promoting. How many people are excited about going on this convention? Now, would you like to see where it is? Eddie likes this. He goes, I love weekly. This is got to make everybody learn new habits. Now, oh my God, I got to do this weekly. Are you ready, guys? This is going to be, Giovanni, are you there?
He's at a show.
No, I know he's up in Orlando doing a show, but I know I saw him. I see the camera, Giovanni Cyprus, and that's Salimar. Guess what? Giovanni came to, went up there with Gina working on this convention. He said, Grandpa, this is as good as any of our yearly trips. This place is amazing. Grandpa, you're going to love it. I am so excited about launching this. Giovanni, I see you there. I know you're throwing up hearts. Turn your speaker on. Is this exciting, this place?
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
He doesn't have good Wi-Fi.
He doesn't have good Wi-Fi. We're breaking up. No problem, Giovanni. We have stuff planned. We have treasure hunts planned. We have stuff that we've never done before. This is going to be a mind-boggling, exciting launch of something like never before. This blows, I'm serious, any convention we've ever had away. The only problem is I don't know how we're ever going to possibly do this. Are you ready with our video? Let's show them where we're going.
60 years ago, Carico was born from one man's vision, a vision that has evolved into reality, where lives have been changed and dreams have been realized. As we kick off the most extraordinary year in our history, we invite you to celebrate at the 2026 Carico World Convention. The place where ideas are born, where connections are formed, friendships span continents, and your destiny begins. Many of our greatest success stories started right here at this premier event. It all starts at our opening cocktail party with music, dancing, and great food. Reunite with old friends from around the globe and even meet someone new who may open your eyes to a fresh possibility. The next morning, our president and founder, Richard R. Capadonna, takes the stage and delivers a timely message that will help take your business to the next level. Powerful new introductions and an exciting new trip kickoff make this a meeting not to be missed. Later that evening, we celebrate excellence at our elegant Black Tie Awards celebration. This is where achievement takes center stage, where dedication is honored, and where dreams become a reality. Celebrate our champions and share in their success. It will be an evening you'll always remember. Every year, the Carico World Convention is held at a 5-star resort in an unforgettable destination. And this year, we upgrade once again. Imagine an island, blue Atlantic waters to the east, peaceful marshlands to the west, 1,350 acres of pristine beauty in perfect harmony with nature. Welcome to the spectacular Omni Amelia Island Resort and Spa, Florida's premier AAA 4-diamond island destination. An oceanfront playground designed for inspiration, relaxation, and connection. From the moment you walk through the doors, you'll feel alive and refreshed. The coastal air, natural light, and sweeping ocean views immediately shift your mindset. At the Omni Amelia Island Resort and Spa, the atmosphere blends relaxed island elegance with refined comfort, creating a setting that energizes you the instant you arrive. Set along 3.5 miles of pristine beachfront and a stunning oceanfront poolscape, it's the perfect balance of energy and relaxation. Dining across the resort lifts every moment, from premium steaks and fresh seafood to gourmet grab-and-go quick bites. This resort leaves no stone unturned. For blissful renewal, the spa offers a serene escape overlooking a meditation garden where signature treatments and expert care transport you into complete relaxation. Surrounded by scenic nature trails and peaceful marshlands, the resort offers plenty of space to recharge and reflect. Guest rooms at the Omni Amelia Island Resort and Spa offer a refined, modern coastal design that immediately feels both luxurious and relaxing. Each room features a spacious private balcony, giving every guest a front row seat to sweeping views of the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, this is a place where business meets paradise, where growth meets renewal, where Carico's 60th anniversary celebration begins. The next morning, you'll hear from Carico's rising leaders, young professionals who are redefining what's possible. They'll teach you how to grow your business and increase your income using Carico's innovative products and marketing tools. These sessions are powerful, practical, and profitable. Then we shift gears with a thrilling Amelia Island Golf Cart Road Rally, a rolling adventure through this scenic property. Clues, landmarks, photos, and fun. It's a party on wheels. And where does it end? At a beautiful top secret location. It's the perfect place to celebrate, connect, and keep the momentum flying. Finally, we gather with excitement to hear the closing keynote as Mr. Capadonna shares his powerful roadmap for the year ahead.
Everything is possible with Carico, and you can have it all.
That night, we cut loose for an amazing evening as we get together for a final night of dancing, great food, and hours of entertainment at our farewell party. A powerful Florida escape awaits you. When you combine this island sanctuary with the legendary energy of the Carico World Convention, you create something remarkable. Join us at the Omni Amelia Island Resort and Spa, an unforgettable playground in paradise, January 4th through 8th, 2027. This is where leaders gather, where futures are built, and where your next chapter begins.
Wow, guys. On? Wow. Wow. Look at all those hearts going up. Everybody loves it. Amazing. Now, this is critical. Guys, you realize this is our 60th year anniversary. That's why we're doing this special resort, because it's 60 years. We want it to stand alone. It is something you do not want to miss. It's right outside of Jacksonville, Florida. It's one of my favorite places, by the way. There's stables, you can horseback, you can do everything there. Golf carts and bicycles and fun. But this meetings were going to be special. Now, you should know this. One, there are some new products being introduced at convention. There are some new marketing things that are going to be introduced at convention. There's going to be a lot of things that no one wants to miss. Now, those of you who qualified to go on our European cruise, hey, I got news for you. You need money. When you're going on a trip, you have excursions. This costs $80, this costs $100. You want money in your pocket. So between now and when we go on a cruise, I would hustle my buns off to make sure I have an extra $800 or $1,000 or $2,000, whatever I want in my pocket. For you ladies, you want to shop? Amazing shopping in Montenegro. Amazing shopping in these islands. Amazing shopping, amazing fun, great food, great parties, and great events that you might want to participate that cost a little bit of money. Eddie, you better spend a lot of money because I know there's a casino on the boat. And Eddie likes to gamble. So he's going to donate and help make the cruise company successful. Going on this trip with money in your pocket. One, now that you know that the qualifications are weekly, you say, well, wait, what about when I go on the trip, before, after, those 2 weeks, whatever. Well, if you're smart, you'll make sure you have enough orders pending so while you're gone, you're still shipping. You'll work up to a moment you get on the plane, and you'll make sure that you've got a bank of orders so that those 2 weeks when you're on the way back, when you get back, you also ship, and while you're gone, you will ship and you get your travel hours. So I want this to be a 15 wonderful, successful weeks. How many people want 15 successful weeks? This is going to change the way we live. So being here today, make sure that you have enough volume processing while you're gone. And you come home to a check and momentum. Guys, this trip is going to be special. No one wants to miss it. So if you're a builder and you're sponsoring, but you're not that strong a salesperson, but you're building, you'll qualify by bringing 5 people. I think it's tomorrow. I think last year you had 4 or 5 new managers at the convention. Wow, if you did that, that would probably qualify you for 2 because you've got all the points as they were sponsored and sampled, etc. And you will qualify by sponsoring and training. Those who have strong personal sales, get them. You get it every way. You get it for sponsoring, you get it for developing people, you get it for sampling them, and you get it for helping them qualify for convention. So my mission this year is to help have more people at convention, to have more of you having more money in your pocket, to develop consistency and winning habits of working each and every week with a plan, each day with a plan. Get up in the morning. And you know what? I know some of you right now said, man, this guy's a slave driver. He wants us to work and qualify and make lots of money and get rich. He thinks we all want to get rich and live a great life. Yes, I do. And it's up to you. You are going to determine what happens in the next 15 weeks, guys, and for the rest of the year. This is going to make a major difference in your habits. So which means, if you were thinking about taking tonight off, you probably won't. If you're thinking about not working tomorrow, probably will. If you're going on that picnic, You'll probably work on Sunday if you're sharp. And if you're a manager that just likes to go to the office, maybe you're going to go out and work with your people because you have to develop them to be district managers and qualify for convention. I know the majority of you, this is going to be a piece of cake. The question is, will you be a VIP? How many people? Let me ask you a question. If you ended up going to convention and you did great and you qualified, overqualified, and we'll talk to you about travel airfare. We'll give you some credits. If you go over the top, you'll be able to get some credits toward travel expenses. But if you went to convention and you ended up having 3, 4, 5, or 6 new people that you developed, how would you feel? When you sat down for the awards and your whole table was filled with your new people and you, how will you feel? How proud will you be? Now, again, like I said, we have products that will be introduced. We have many things happening at this convention. They're working. They're in my office right now that I'm working. I have meetings today. This is going to be the most exciting, most motivating, and successful convention we've ever had. I don't want to call it a convention because this is a resort. It's not like you're going there to work. We're going to work 12 hours of the whole 4 days, right? 12 hours of, and the rest of it's partying and fun. The convention, no. It's a gathering of our family. I look forward to seeing you all at convention. Those of you going on a cruise, come with money so you don't have to go, I can't do that. I don't have enough money. Go out, make some money so that you could do anything you want. And if you end up bringing it home, that's okay too. But you don't want to go there and go, I wish I had worked hard before I came here, had a little extra money. So go out and sell an extra $10,000 and make yourself a couple of grand extra. So when you get there, money is no object. Let's make it happen. I'll see you all next week, and we'll be getting the results from this contest next Friday. See you all then. Thank you.